Brian Cage, AEW reject, complete fucking loser. He was friends with Chris Kanyon, who's awesome, but Kanyon just noogied him all the time. He thought he was a loser too. He would bully Brian Cage, and that's why Brian Cage got this body, because Kanyon wouldn't fuck him without it. So Brian Cage said, what's heartbreaking?
Dewdrop. Woo!
Is doing what you love, but not doing what you love. What the hell? Tyler, is this another shot at Tony Khan? He doesn't like those. Tony Khan likes to make you disappear when you talk shit.
This is too confusing for me. Is this what happens when you tweet from Android? Like, what the fuck is the thought process here? Is this some shit that he found online, like from Naomi, the same guy that made that quote? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't. He probably should do that. He should probably just Google inspirational quotes like Naomi. Unknown. Just put unknown as the source. Because this is what happens when like a meathead tweets from Android. This guy's just some dumb Jim meathead, and he's trying to show emotion. Just pull a Gino and hide it. So, Gino, what he's saying, I think, is that he'll never get to wrestle again because Tony Khan has enslaved him. Tony Khan has signed this guy to one of those contracts where you get shadow banned from the rest of the industry. He signed you just so you don't work elsewhere and destroy him. Now Tony Khan owns a Ring of Honor and AEW, and this guy doesn't get to work either one, Gino.
I mean, he did work the 0 hour, and I think that's what it's really about, is that he worked 0 hour for the pay-per-view that happened, so he got to be able to do what he loves.
Come inside.
But he wasn't able to really do it in front of the audience that he wished he could, because, yeah, it's free on YouTube, and anyone could watch it, but it's not in that same vein like the people that paid for the pay-per-view that got to see him do what he loves to do.
Oh, a six-man. Okay, so he sat on the apron for 4 minutes? That's not doing what you love, Gino. That's doing what you love, but not doing what you love.
The point is he knew that this was heartbreak. He didn't get to be a part of the match. He did have some good spots. He got to hit the drill claw, the Steiner, screwdriver, which is a great finish. I love that Brian Cage still gets to do that. But it's just, yeah, he doesn't get to really wrestle the way he used to and be able to be on top. But Lucha Underground is when I really got to see just how good the machine can be in the ring.
He is not good. He has an awful look. He's unnatural, and he's a little gross looking. And then when I saw him work at Indie Show this year, Gino. You had me watching something on Bake.Live, and he got a corkscrew. Someone did a leg corkscrew to him, and he did a back bump to it because he can't flip over because he's unnaturally muscular and disgusting.
But dewdrop.
What the fuck?
Woo.
Gino, look who else is complaining. Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss replied to Brian Cage saying, what's heartbreaking is doing what you love but not doing what you love. Sonny Kiss replied, sure is. What's that about, Gino?
It's that Sonny Kiss also agrees because they love wrestling, and they've had this amazing feud that was going on with them and Joey Janela that I was a big fan of on Dark, and they got to be able to do what they love, being in the ring, having these storylines that I was a big proponent of and really supported, but then they don't get to do what they love, being in front of actual fans on TV or pay-per-view. Sonny Kiss deserves to be on pay-per-view.
Tyler, doesn't Sonny Kiss know she's a charity hire? Like, she's not a real wrestler? She's a joke? Like, you're there to check a box. You're to hit a quota. You're our diversity trick to make people think we care about fags and gay people and blacks. You're not going to win a match, right, Tyler?
Not at all, and they should be grateful for, if anything. They're still on the roster. They're still able to show up on Dark Elevation every now and then. Be grateful that you're even with the company, okay?
Look at the mirror, Sonny Kiss. You're a fucking mockery of the business. You're under contract to shut up an executive somewhere. Some group of white executives need you on the roster. That's it. It's that simple. And now look, Ethan Page. All the originals are sick of the shit company that CM Punk ruined. All ego Ethan Page. We hate him anyway, but he said, hey, when I think of Ethan Page, I think of TNA. I don't even think of AEW. He's not on the level. He has a great look. He's very sexy. But then when he puts on a Hawaiian shirt, it's like, go back to Impact. He puts on cargo shorts. He cuts some over-the-top Ricky Starks promo. Figure out how to regulate your emotions like Gino during your promos, people. It's embarrassing when you start yelling for nothing. So Ethan Page said, hey, look, Ethan Page actually gets TV time this week. He's being sarcastic, I think. Nice change of pace at work, if you ask me. Spell out the word you fucking retard. Who's writing the letter U? Keep up the great work at AEW. Thumbs up, being sarcastic again. Can't wait to do this again in 5 weeks. And then the match he has is against some bum. Darko Stunt, some midget black guy. Ethan Page versus Leon Ruffin. Are you going to watch it, Tyler? And is Ethan Page out of line here?
Yeah, of course he's out of line, and fuck no, I'm not going to watch this. What's really pissing me off is this is like wrestler after wrestler we just seen fucking talking a lot of shit about the company that they're hired for. I mean, they all need to be very grateful for one, but shouldn't Tony Khan be a little fed up with this, or is he playing into it like, hey, you guys just keep on complaining on Twitter about how you can't get a match, we'll have that be a part of your gimmick? Like, what the fuck?
It kind of seems like it's so over the top how many people are doing it and what they're saying. It seems like he is telling them to feed into it, or he's feeding into it. Because who would do this without a directive to? Like, do they think this is how you get more TV time, is you whine? Or do they do it just because he told them to? Gino, why are they doing this? Do they mean these tweets, or is TK working them? Is TK... Gresham bitch too, though. What's up with Gresham? So I think these are just whiny, egotistical wrestlers who have done nothing to warrant more TV time, just thinking they deserve it, Gino?
I can see that, and I do kind of agree with that perspective, but at the same time, part of me does want to believe, okay, Tony Khan is probably a genius working everything. He's working the whole MJF stuff, making sure we don't talk about this. He doesn't want to say anything about this. He doesn't talk about all these wrestlers who are complaining because it's kind of playing into it, because it's all a work, because Tony Khan is going to be a kayfabe, a piece of shit booker. And that's what we're going to build to, hopefully, with MJF coming back and try to take over this company.
There is something to that, Tyler, what he just said. And that's all it could be. But does Tony Khan have that type of humility? Is he able to make himself be a Dixie Carter piece of shit? Does he really? Is he going to be the real-life Mr. McMahon? Because right now he has our boy Jonathan Gresham coming out as like the wrestler who's mad at the shitty promoter, if this is all to be believed. Will Ospreay is the good guy on that little thing where AEW gets his shirt taken down with copyright claims to the T-shirt company that they basically run, Pro Wrestling Tees. And then we got Brian Cage, who obviously is the good guy against the company and his thing. Ethan Page now is joining this, this Millionaires Wannabe Club. The new blood, this new blood of guys against the promotion is in MJF also with that promo on TV, like Gino brought up, about how Tony Khan likes ex-WWE guys and he won't pay me. So is Tony Khan really a piece of shit or booking himself as one?
Seems weird for him to be booking himself as a piece of shit because he's extra sensitive. You know, he's the way he portrays himself on Twitter and the type of guy that he is. He's hugging all of his wrestlers. He doesn't want to be seen as this fucking terrible guy. But then at the same time, it's so over the fucking top, and multiple wrestlers keep complaining. You would think something would be done with them by now, whether they're gone or Tony gives in and actually starts pushing them a little bit.
And what about Big Swole? That was part of it too. Maybe Tony Khan is really a fucking tone-deaf idiot.
Ghostface the Dab Father sent 300 elixir.
And we know he's autistic, so that would go along with the tone-deaf thing. He's a autistic billionaire. It's like a recipe for disaster. Cody Rhodes couldn't deal with it anymore. What, is he a part of it too, Gino? See, these fucking smarks want to think everything's a work, that they really force the puzzle pieces together, when it's a lot simpler than that. It's just the guy's an idiot. Tony Khan's a moron. He doesn't have any people skills. Like Max Dupree. The great Ghostface Dab Father sent a fireball because he's a wizard. Gino, it can't all be a work. I am sure that Will Ospreay stuff is a shoot.
Drop.
There's no doubt that's a shoot.
Old Lang Syne sent 200 elixir.
All things
Explore
signed
Life is Grit and says, is it another suicidal Friday?
That Big Swole... No, not this week. I don't know why. I slept all day and I feel better.
Drop. Woo.
Old Lang Syne sent 200
That
elixir.
Big Swole stuff's a shoot. This Brian Cage shit ain't no work because a bunch of these wrestlers get forgotten.
But
Brian Cage is the one who's actually saying
I
something.
hate people his grit and says we have to win.
And also, don't forget, Brian Cage's wife started all this with him. She started talking shit before he was even missing. Brian Cage was on TV, and Melissa Santos was whining. So then he took him off TV and said, go fuck yourself.
Woo.
This Tony Khan's an asshole.
Sent 300 elixir.
I don't trust him, Gino.
Oh, Gino, let's go down, come on down. Oh, Gino, let's go down in the river to pray.